So we're gonna start now. You have the arm on the outside, right? And we'll do it. The person's arm will rarely be just like wide open like this. If it is, always go 2-on-1. So I'm gonna slide my right hand all the way underneath. I'm gonna connect my hands right above his elbow at his tricep. And what you wanna think about doing is bringing his elbow towards your chin, like this. Right? If you can get under his elbow, sometimes it might be a little bit, if the person's really strong, it's gonna be a fight here. But you should be able to bring it in, and I'm using my hips to push away at the same time. Bring his elbow to your chin and try to catch his arm right in the crook of your neck. Right? A lot of you guys have been doing this already, and you can catch the arm bar right away from here. So I'm gonna start with my wrist in, and as I bring it to my neck, I'm gonna go elbow to elbow with him. Right? From here, I catch my own elbow. You can open your ankles, but don't, whatever you do, don't do this. Don't just throw your leg over because if you feel like you're gonna get it. You need to keep control of his head and his arm the whole time. Right? So I want his wrist trapped tight to my neck, my shoulder up high, my elbow tight to his elbow, and I'm gonna lock elbow to elbow. My heels curl down, my hips go up. I need to create some space between us and then pull his elbow into the space. All right, so I don't wanna like pull away like this. Gotta keep my body nice and crunched, my heels go down, my hips come up, and then grab elbow to elbow and pull down. Right? The thing about this is usually as you do this, the person can start to rotate their hand. He can rotate his hand to take pressure off, but when he does that, he brings his elbow inside of your hip, and he can go right back to the original finish. Right? So the main point of this is to get his elbow to the inside of your hip, right? But you do that by threatening to armbar him here, right? And a lot of times you will catch that. Sometimes they just can't. You get it quick enough, they just can't rotate. And then I curl my heels down, hips come up, and then pull into your chest, right? But a lot of times as you do this, person rotates their wrist, just catch it, bring it across, and lock up the triangle. Right? If their arm is, sometimes their hand is under, like this. This is actually more common. Right? You know, put your hand like in your back pocket like this. I lift my hips up and I slide my wrist under, and then you do the same thing. Connect 2-on-1, bring his elbow to your chin, catch the arm, go elbow to elbow, and finish. Sometimes, lock your hands real tight. Sometimes the person will lock their hands and there's no space to get underneath. You're gonna go 2-on-1 on top of his elbow. I get both hands hooked into the crook of his elbow here. I'm gonna twist my knees to the left and pull his elbow towards my chin. Right? And from here, I can shoot under, bring it up, and attack again. So each one of these is we're trying to threaten with this straight arm bar here with the idea that his arm's usually gonna turn and get to the triangle, right? So practice those three. One is there's plenty of space. You just shoot your arm in and catch it. Second one, it's tighter. You put your hand like in your back pocket, get under, bring it up. And the third is when he's locked in tight. So I want to try to drive his face into the mat. So it'll make him post his hand on the mat. So I pull and I twist, get him to post his hand, and then you're right back into the arm bar. All right? 1, 2, 3.